Americans love their cars. Over time, the automobile has become essential to our culture of mobility. Trips to work and stores, trips for pleasure and recreation. But such heavy use comes with a cost to our society and physical environment. For over 100 years, the internal combustion engine has powered our cars. But recent economic, environmental, and political challenges have created opportunity for automobile manufacturers willing to rethink current automobile technology. The rising cost of gasoline, the debate over global warming and car emissions, and political instability in the Middle East are just a few of the hot-button issues that have governments and companies searching for alternative fuel ideas. Enter Toyota Motor Sales. In the early 1990s, Toyota decided to reinvent the way automobiles are powered. Called Project G21, the development process began with generating ideas to achieve Toyota's stated objective: the creation of environmentally clean, fuel-efficient vehicles. 80 engineers at Toyota proposed 80 different ways of meeting this ambitious goal.
The initial stage in G21, we looked at a lot of technologies. We looked at diesel, we looked at hydrogen, we looked at alternative fuels, and a lot of other issues like that. But we kept coming back to the point that we couldn't double the fuel capacity, the fuel efficiency of the car, which was one of our requirements. And we couldn't get the car to be marketed. We couldn't be able to get a consumer response to the car unless we had a car that could use current fuels and provide the customer the kind of performance that they expected and the kind of features they expected, and also double the efficiency. And that's how we came upon settling on the hybrid during the screening stage to develop the car, which is now the Prius.
A more thorough investigation of the idea was undertaken in Step 3. During this phase, the idea was evaluated more carefully through concept testing and marketing research.
The expectation of the Prius buyer was really based first on psychographic information, which is a little bit different than targeting demographics, which up to about that point in time had been the focus of a lot of our marketing strategy plans. We wanted to focus on early adopters of technology.
Step 4 was the development stage. During this phase of the new product development process, a physical prototype was created and elements of the marketing mix were determined. The Toyota Prius hybrid concept car was presented to the public in 1995. Test marketing showed high consumer acceptance and satisfaction. Ultimately, the Prius reached Step 5, commercialization, in 1997. The Prius was first sold in Japan before being introduced to the U.S. market in 2000. First-year sales were around 12,000 units, and by 2004, global sales totaled 250,000 units. The technology powering Toyota's Prius, as well as Toyota's other hybrid vehicles, combined the power of a gasoline engine with an integrated electric drive system. At startup, only the electric motor is used, and it powers the vehicle at low to mid-range speeds.
After the car is moving, the gasoline engine starts up automatically. The power from the gasoline engine travels two routes. One directly to the wheels, the other to the electric generator. The power from the generator drives the electric motor. The combination of the gasoline engine and the electric motor provides a very efficient balance of energy while driving. When accelerating to higher speeds, the battery is also used, which boosts the power of the electric motor further. Decelerating or braking, the gasoline engine is not needed, so it turns itself off. But the wheels keep turning, generating power. This power is converted to electricity, and charges the battery.
The Prius has an estimated fuel economy rating of 60 miles per gallon EPA in the city and 51 miles per gallon EPA for highway driving. Toyota's U.S. market launch for the Prius was based on extensive marketing research. During the development stage, marketing research was done to determine what type of buyer would be the most interested in this innovative car.
There's the environmental aspect of it. These people were very environmentally concerned and educated, but they weren't environmentalists. They weren't tree huggers and that extreme area. Technology, they were very technology savvy. And they were very value conscious, and value is defined in their terms. So value is more, they wanted fuel economy in their vehicles. They also wanted to make sure that there was some affordability when it came to service and also in the purchase price of the vehicle.
Prior to the U.S. release, selected American families were given a Prius to drive and evaluate. Results of this research, called the Family Demo Program, were used to improve the market launch strategy. Early advertising campaigns attempted to establish the brand through an emotional connection with the buyer.
The new gas and electric Toyota Prius runs 90% cleaner than most other vehicles. Obviously, nature approves.
We worked very closely with our public relations department to utilize buzz marketing and word-of-mouth marketing using those early adopters and influencers to basically feed the market and the development of that market segment.
In addition, the Prius was seen by millions of Academy Award viewers as an alternative limo used by environmentally friendly Hollywood celebrities. The low initial price for a Toyota Prius was set under a market penetration objective. Industry analysts estimated that the price was actually below cost. Base price was set at $19,995. Federal tax benefits for environmentally friendly cars provided an additional economic incentive to buy a Prius. Several states also offered financial or other incentives to buy hybrid vehicles. Toyota enjoyed a dramatic jump in sales following the introduction of the Prius. Sales were so strong that the demand outstripped production capability.
Our mathematical models, the models we use to show what sales volumes would be, and compared to other cars, showed strong sales on the cars. But frankly, we didn't believe them because when we started planning the car, keep in mind, gas was, I think, $1.35 a gallon. And even though we were showing that our models predicted customers would like the car, we thought, well, why? And because we thought the sales volumes ought to be about 20,000 or 24,000 a year. And in fact, we just didn't trust our models, and it turned out that the models were right, we were wrong.
It was not uncommon for owners to wait up to 6 months to receive their new Prius. Not wanting to anger and alienate customers, Toyota cut back on advertising designed to create demand. Some marketing did continue, though. Ads still ran in some magazines, and Toyota conducted an Engine of Change tour, a 15-city circuit where the Prius was shown to leaders in government, media, and environmental groups. Another problem which developed during the introductory year concerned consumer misconceptions.
During the first generation Prius, we also used a campaign called Hybrid Facts. And so we tried to simply state facts about hybrids. You don't need to plug them in. We tried to address what some of the misconceptions were out there about hybrid vehicles that came into as an influence in the marketplace from the all-electric vehicles that had launched in the previous 5 years before the launch of Prius and the hybrid vehicles.
As other car manufacturers enter the market with hybrid vehicles, Toyota is changing its marketing strategy. The new strategy emphasizes the hybrid synergy drive as the powertrain of choice, a classic selective demand-building strategy suitable for the growth stage in a product's life cycle. The objective of this strategy is to differentiate Toyota's hybrid technology from other hybrid systems emerging in the market.
What if the air were clean again? Would the grass be greener? Would you travel further? Would you live longer? Would the day never end? Would you see forever? If the air were clean again. What if all cars released 80% fewer smog-forming emissions? Hybrid Synergy Drive from Toyota. The power to move forward.
Toyota is also working to reduce the price of its hybrids. Because gasoline-electric hybrids employ 2 motors under the hood, hybrids have typically run about $5,000 more than conventional gas-powered models. The goal is to reduce the cost of the hybrid system by half so that the price of Toyota's hybrids is more affordable to car buyers. The 2004 second-generation Prius was designed to appeal to a larger audience. It is larger, more powerful, with numerous technical improvements and loaded with optional high-tech goodies like the Smart Entry, Smart Start, which allows the driver to start the vehicle without inserting a key. Other options include a hands-free cell phone system and a navigation system. Base price was held at $19,995, the same amount as the first Prius cost during its introductory year in the U.S. This second-generation car won some of the industry's most prestigious awards and was named European Car of the Year for 2005. Recently, Prius has become the cornerstone of a new product line strategy as Toyota introduced a hybrid Highlander and Lexus RX 400h. Toyota expects that by 2010, a quarter of its sales in the U.S. will use gasoline-electric hybrid technology.
This entire endeavor was not just about bringing a car to market, it was helping the consumer understand what was important to Toyota and how important environmental activities are and impacting the environment. So being able to reach the consumer and have them adopt this type of technology in such a short period of time says an awful lot about our relationship with our consumers and our ability to market and educate and help the consumer feel comfortable with this.
As other auto manufacturers produce new and varied innovations, Toyota continues to lead the way. Their philosophy of continuous improvement, a cornerstone of the Toyota Way, guides the development process. As emerging new technologies blossom and grow, Toyota will continue to be a leader in the alternative automotive market.